This was the first time the boy stayed over at the girl's house. He never expected her to suddenly burst into the bathroom while he was showering and offer to scrub his back. Kevin thought she was just messing with him, so he jokingly said yes.
わかった。じゃあ、私も脱いでくるね。恥ずかしいからあっち向いてて。
Not long ago, Annie had found out that Kevin had slept through most of his midterm exams and nearly handed in a blank paper. Thankfully, the teacher was giving him a makeup test on Sunday. As long as he passed everything, he wouldn't have to worry about repeating the year. To help him out, Annie invited Kevin to her house, saying her brother had prepared some study materials for him. It had been a year since Kevin last visited her place. The last time was when they first started high school. Back then, her grandpa had put up a banner welcoming his granddaughter and her future husband. Kevin still hadn't recovered from the trauma of that visit, but Annie assured him that this time, it was just the two of them at home. Her brother was too busy with work, so he had only gathered the most important review notes. Kevin was stunned when he heard that it meant he'd be alone with Annie for a whole night. However, when he arrived at her house, he found her brother was very much there and had even set up a welcome party. Turns out, her brother had pushed all his work onto his team just so he could personally help Kevin study. Then he pulled out 3 years worth of essential review material and told Kevin to memorize everything overnight. Kevin freaked out and immediately turned to Annie for help, but she just walked away, laughing at him later for panicking. Kevin let out a helpless sigh as he stared at Annie, now dressed in a yukata.
見すぎでは？
いや、浴衣にアクセを合わせるならどれかなって。
見ちゃダメとは言ってませんけど。
やめい！
B。
Later, while Kevin was in the shower, Annie suddenly opened the door. She said that since he had studied so hard, she'd reward him by helping scrub his back. Kevin figured she was still joking, so he played along and said, sure.
わかった。じゃあ、私も脱いでくるね。
He was completely caught off guard and started imagining all sorts of things. But the next second, the person behind him turned out to be Annie's brother. Annie burst out laughing on the side. Her brother just stood there, saying he didn't realize Kevin and Annie liked to play such dangerous games. Kevin, totally embarrassed, tried to explain that he and Annie were just close friends. But her brother didn't seem too convinced, nor did he plan on stepping in.